Are you serious? Are you serious? You know, the Bible said there shall be signs in the sun, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring. Well, obviously there is distress among nations with great perplexity or chaos or confusion, and you have to admit, 2 hurricanes arriving at Hawaii back to back when there hadn't been a hurricane there in 22 years is quite a phenomenon. But throw in 4 blood moon cycle, or what we call a 4 blood moon tetra, which are very rare, but they do happen, but they don't normally hit on 4 high Jewish feast days. Matter of fact, it's the 8th time, only the 8th time, since the crucifixion of Christ. But how about 3 supermoons in the middle of it? And those 3 supermoons will be during a 3-day ceasefire over Israel? What? Well, wait a minute. Yes, it's happening. Tonight, supermoon number 2. Actually, let me give you the information. In June of last year, we had what was called a supermoon because, if you remember, the moon was 14% bigger because it was closer to the earth than normal. And it was 30% more brighter than normal, than most other full moons. Well, what we just had on July 12th, last month, July 12th, we had a super moon. Tonight, August 10th, 2014, we're going to have a second super moon, followed by next month on September 9th, a third super moon over the earth. 3 straight super moons in 3 straight months in between, of course, this 4 blood moon cycle. And take a look at what's going on in the world. What do you call what's taking place between Israel and Hamas? What else is going on? Well, how about Russia and Ukraine? And what about the European Union, how they're affected by those events? And how can we ignore what ISIS is doing in Iraq and Syria? And keep in mind that as these events are unfolding, they're all tied to biblical prophecy. I mean, the Babylon prophecy is found in Jeremiah chapter 50, 41 through 46. We know that the peace agreement that was being worked on, but then comes sudden destruction, you can find in Daniel 9:27 and 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Don't forget the destruction of Damascus. That's found in Isaiah 17:1 and Jeremiah 49:23 through 27. There is so many prophecies going on. I mean, sinkholes, blood moons, the water turned blood red in Canada, the water turned blood red in China in a 10-day period. All of this while the President of the United States is declaring that the nations of the world are bringing about the coming new world order, which he says will be a global event. All of this happening at the same time. I have not had an opportunity to go back, look at the files of how many times we've had a 3 supermoon in a row in 3 straight months during a 4 blood moon cycle during the 4 high Jewish feast days, which is Passover of this year, Feast of Tabernacles this coming October 8th, Passover next year, which I think is going to be April the 4th, I believe, 2015, and then Tabernacles of next year, which is, I think, September 28th, 2015, and it's a super blood moon at that, visible from Jerusalem. Oh, wow. Are you serious? Something biblical's going on with all the signs of the second coming of Christ. And we're going to talk about this as well as, are you serious? How many issues are we going to deal with tonight? I mean, my Lord, the harbinger tree died, called the tree of hope. President Obama, there's some hope and change. The Harbinger tree at Ground Zero died. We're also going to talk about the 72-hour ceasefire offered to the Palestinians. Where does Israel stand on that? Will it hold? And, of course, there was an airplane crash in Iran. 48 are dead. And there's a ton of other stuff. And we're going to cover it all tonight on Sunday night live at my website, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. Don't miss it tonight. Starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Don't be late. Get there early. Scoot over. Make room for everybody. It's going to be a powerful broadcast. We'll see you tonight. God bless. Give your life to Jesus Christ. Hurry. We're running seriously out of time.